Broadcasting live from the fearsome ridgeline on the plain of, we're going to say, Olgrotha. This is Tap Tap Concede. Welcome, everybody, to Tap Tap Concede. My name is Graham. Joining me this week is Kathleen.
Hello.
And Cameron.
Huh?
And this week, we're talking about Through the Omenpaths, hands-on, sealed and draft experience from the early access streamer event. But first, I want to remind everybody that this show is brought to you by our friends at Card Kingdom. Check out cardkingdom.com/LRR, where you can get Spider-Man, not through the Omenpaths, but you can get it at Card Kingdom. And we recommend them because we think they're a great place to get your Magic cards. And they'll ship sealed products anywhere in the U.S. or singles anywhere in the world. So buy some stuff at Card Kingdom. Tell them we sent you, and you'll get a little button that says a funny thing. We think they're just pulling them randomly at this point, so I'm not entirely sure what one we're on. But we did have a recent sighting of Euro Bracket 3 in my heart. So there's that. Also, if you're buying anything from Dragon Shield, use the code LRRMTG5 to get yourself a 5% discount on the Dragon Shield store. You can also check out our store at store.loadingreadyrun.com. Now operational with limited stock, but things will eventually appear there in greater numbers. And of course, most importantly, everything we do here at Loading Ready Run is brought to you by you and your kind support of our Patreon or subscribing here on Twitch. Twitch? No. Well, you could subscribe on Twitch as well, but you can't watch this on Twitch. So I meant to say becoming a member on this YouTube channel. Great.
So just as you're like, hey, Kathleen is here, my brain was like, hey, you know what you need to do right now?
What?
Yawn.
Great.
And I was like, oh no, I actually have a lot of things to say about the Omenpaths.
Starting with...
Starting with, oh God. No, it's... Okay, but I do have to confess, I went into the Omenpaths episode of our podcast in a happy bubble of Vorthos flame posting.
I did not know that there was much Fleam content.
Oh, the Magic subreddit.
I know people... America loves Fleam. But
whenever Fleam isn't in your deck, people should be asking, where's Fleam?
I just did not know that there was Fleam fic.
I
don't
mean,
know if anyone's written Fleam fic yet, although I can ask.
There's certainly
There's flam art. Flam art.
Yeah. For context, it was the streamer event on Arena this past Wednesday. And myself and Kathleen and Cameron all sat down to play it and to see what it's going to be like playing on Arena. So today we're not going to be talking about the Spider-Man. We're going to try not to talk about the Spider-Man cards, but bear with us as we're internalizing 2 sets worth of card names. And there was a lot of like, it's the one that's. The Gwen Stacy one. It's
the Gwen Stacy. Yeah, Spider Gwen.
Wardens of the something Summit.
Oh yeah.
It's
got great art.
Yeah. It's got somebody riding a spider.
Silverweb Summit. Wardens of Silverweb Summit. Yeah, is new Jesper Icing art, and it's really cool. But anyway, there was a lot of that. So I was really trying. There was no. I mentioned this during the stream. There was no mandate for us to like. You have to use the Omenpaths names. You can't. You have to pretend Spider-Man doesn't exist. Obviously, that doesn't happen. But I was trying. For me, I was like, I'm going to try and only use the Omenpaths names today because that's the cards that we're seeing.
Yeah,
and I was okay at it.
Like from a viewer perspective, though, like you have to use the card names on screen.
Yeah,
like you come in and you're not as immersed in the Magic ecosystem, and you see us talking about a card. You see that there's a card on screen called Egrex or whatever, and everybody was referring to it as Spider Gwen. Gwenum. Yeah. How confusing is that going to be, right? So you have to use the names on the cards.
Yeah.
And this is Omenpaths, so we'll talk about Omenpaths.
Yep. I did have an Egrex in one of the decks that I played,
duck.
And it worked pretty well. It never really got to like super go off. I'll be honest. You can watch the VOD of it because, of course, it'll be on this channel. It's not a great day in terms of win rate for us.
Oh my God! Did we ever just get like I think I won like 3 games.
Yeah, no, that stream there came unto us a great kicking of asses.
Yeah, everyone everyone's deck just was like faster than ours, or just like there's so much removal in this set.
Yeah, drawing the 6th land in a row that's a beating.
Yeah.
It's funny, too, because like we were doing a lot of, just based on the sealed pools we were opening and what seemed to be open in drafts, there was several decks that we did over the course of the day that were black-red Mayhem. Mm-hmm. Also, Mayhem's a lot of fun, and I know especially Cameron and I enjoy it. And we were facing a lot of black-red decks as well. And then we logged off for the day, and I went and watched some of Kenji's stream, and he was just wrapping up a draft, and he's like, okay, this time I won't be green-white, all right? I'll try something other than green-white this time. Yeah, as like indicating that like that's mostly what he'd been doing. And it was really interesting to be like, huh, okay, maybe this isn't as solved as I thought.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess the issue with it being, saying that we played a lot of Mayhem and feeling like that was the only thing that we really were able to play is that we lost.
That's true. That is true. We had a fun time. Speaking of Fleam, we had a good time with the Grixis deck. We did actually get to win a game with Fleam because Fleam 1 blue black red for a 3/3 with flying and menace, and spells you cast from your graveyard are 2 colorless or 2 generic mana cheaper, and each non-land card in your graveyard has Mayhem. The Mayhem cost is equal to its mana cost, and synergizes amazingly well, obviously, with the front side, which is Gobin, who's a 1/1 for 1 and a blue, can't be blocked. Whenever deals combat damage to a player, he connives. And so you can either cast Gobin as Gobin, or you can cast Fleam as Fleam, or you can cast Gobin and then transform into Fleam, which is what we did. We hit with Gobin 4 times, got 4, kept conniving, discarding stuff, mayheming things, and then getting Gobin up to 4 counters. And then when you transform Fleam, you don't exile before you transform, so the counters stay there. So Fleam was then a 7/7 flyer with menace, and then we just killed them. That worked out great.
Yeah.
It's a mythic. But yeah, turns out Fleam is not just
a little mascot.
Yeah, it's not just a Fleam of the memes, which apparently they are scrambling to roll out Fleam-based cosmetics on Arena, and that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure I'm on board with the Fleam love. I feel that this thing is going to eat my tongue and replace it.
Yeah, that's part of his scampish charm. He is a villain.
Or just swim up my pee hole or something.
He might do that. Fleam's a free spirit. Fleam can't be tamed. It says
Fleam
Gobin's
is
creation, not lackey.
Containment. Fleam is inside the walls.
Fleam's hungry.
Fleam
and your urethra looks tasty.
Would you rather be locked in a room with Fleam or the little eyeball guy from Alien?
I feel like the eyeball guy from Alien Earth would actually be an upgrade in intelligence.
I've not been watching, so I can't weigh in. But
America loves Eyeball Monster.
I mean,
America hates the alien.
Fleam's a good little guy. Yeah. And he's a powerful magic card. He doesn't look like he has menace. I mean, other than you're just stay away.
Yeah, I think that's just
touching that thing.
I think that's just an intrinsic quality, just like that Fleam is a menace.
Right.
So
yeah, Nicholas Gregory. I mean, obviously, I think that obviously the mechanics are good. The name has great mouthfeel. Mm-hmm. Fleam. But I feel like Nicholas Gregory really knocked it out of the park with that gormless little smile.
Yeah.
I hope he makes a lot of money.
I hope so too.
Definitely got paid for doing this contract.
You mean Nicholas Gregory or Fleam?
Nicholas.
Okay.
And obviously he got paid for the original art, but I mean even more so now.
Get me prints of Fleam.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Maybe it's the hint of translucency to Fleam's skin.
Yeah.
Where you could definitely see what he's got in his mouth.
Mm. Yeah, and it's a toe.
Yeah.
It's someone's toe.
So,
or just a boil of earthworms.
Oh man, what if if you're like, Fleam, what's in there? Open your mouth, and he opens his mouth, and his tongue is like a hand, and his tongue comes out. He's got a knife in there.
So okay, now I have hives.
So from a high level, we did a bunch of sealed and a bunch of the drafts. The pick 2 draft is now functional on Arena, and that was interesting. So it was it seems like the whole event, like the whole pick 2 event on Arena, not the streamer event. I mean the like what they call in Arena, the like when you join a pick 2 draft event on Arena, that it's the whole thing is meant to be faster, right? Like the actual the draft itself is faster. There were some notes from folks in the Discord for the streamer event that the pick timers needed some adjustment potentially, and maybe they'll change that for release or not.
Up or down?
An increase in time.
Oh, just
because as the packs, because especially because they're all new cards, and so this will improve. But because there's so much reading, and you're picking 2 cards, mid pack, there wasn't enough time. Like initial picks were okay, and at the end of the pack, it was generally you're just sort of taking whatever's in your color. But sort of mid pack, you're kind of scrambling to read a lot of commons and uncommons.
I completely agree with that. Yeah. Like it's like I'm looking at we're blue black, but like there's hybrid cards and stuff like that. Like okay, well I've got to read like 5 cards here and compare which one of these commons, which all does something, which one synergizes best with my particular pile. And you know what? Failed at it every time. Judging by my record, but
I need to check what the actual like buy-in is. I think someone said it was going to be 900 gems, which of course is less than a normal like a premier draft, which is 8 human players picking cards, is 1,500 gems, 1,500, and this would be 900 gems, and I don't recall the gold cost. It's like 7,500 or something. Maybe James, if you're able to check on that. But then I think it was like 5 wins, 2 losses or something. It's
right. Yeah, it's got its own tracker.
The whole thing felt too fast. Is the thing. Like, I don't mind the draft part being fast. I kind of like that with quick draft that you can just sort of like speed pick. But your time with the deck every time felt too
I was like, oh, are we done
little
already?
Yeah, because it's 2 losses, right? So like 1 loss and you're like, okay, all right, fair enough, and then like maybe you win the next one, maybe you don't, and then you lose one and you're like, that sucks. Okay, well we'll just next game. No, we're done actually.
There is no next game.
And so multiple times in the day we would draft a deck and be like, okay, this is a cool deck. I want to see how this goes. Oh, no. And it just felt, I mean, obviously, again, we lost, more than 50%, but I didn't enjoy the experience of it being a tighter, just fewer games. Like reducing the wins and losses means it went by too fast, and I didn't get to spend enough time with the deck.
Yeah.
So 900 gems to enter, or 750 gold.
Okay,
and then
700.
Sorry, 7,500 gold.
Yeah. Okay.
And then 0 wins gets you 50 gems in a pack. 1 win gets you 150 gems in a pack. 2 wins 250 and a pack. 3 wins 1,000 and 2 packs. 4 wins 1,400 gems. 3 packs.
That's a pretty decent payout, actually.
So 3 wins.
3 wins, and you
are making money.
You're actually up 1,000 gems or 100 gems,
right? And then what was 2 wins?
250 and a pack. That's a big jump.
Wait, it goes from 250 to 1,000.
Yep.
Oh, that's a rough break point.
Yep. Don't love it
on two losses.
Yeah, it's 4 wins or 2 losses.
You have 4 wins every time.
I don't.
Provably not true.
I don't like that.
Yeah, that is a brutal break point.
Yeah, ugh. Because again,
very rich get richer.
You very easily go 2-2 with this. Because again, like the pick 2, I haven't done a lot of them. Right, we did our pick 2 tournament on Friday Night Paper Fight a couple weeks back, and then on doing this on Wednesday, so I haven't done a huge amount of pick 2. I quite like the actual draft experience. It's kind of interesting in that it's a lot easier to pivot when you're like, oh,
this color is not open.
Yeah.
The signaling is strong.
Or more accurately for me anyway, when it's like, oh, this color is open. Great. I'll grab 2 of them now, and then I'm well on my way. And so it's easier to be like, okay, I'm going to start taking a critical mass of this new color I'm pivoting into. Yeah. I kind of like that. But I did not enjoy the actual like queue structure, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Like if you, or, sorry,
go ahead.
go ahead.
No, go ahead, Cameron.
Okay, my experience with Pick 2 has always been if you wind up fighting with someone in your pod, you are in deep trouble.
Yes. Because you just get cut even harder. My experience with it is that the commons, because this is a much smaller pool that you're seeing from, and you see the packs, like as everybody's picking two, you're just going to see less cards go around, obviously. That the commons are just like, if yours a good common, it will never come back, right? Everything is like, how much do you want to first pick it, is my thought. Because there's a couple cards like, oh, this would be good for my deck, but maybe I should take this rare that could be powerful. And it's just like, should have taken like just a functional common, would have been better. I mean, it's like some of this is like, well, I want to try the higher rarity cards because, you know, it's the event and people are going to be seeing these for the first time and stuff like that. But it was just like, if you are looking to do a specific strategy and the card is there for your strategy, even if it's a common, you just have to be like, if I don't take it now, it's not coming back.
I'm curious because, so I've only done the Pick 2 with, well, we did that midweek Magic with Foundations, but that thing was weird. But I've only done the Pick 2 with Through the Omenpaths or Spider-Man. You know, same sort of thing. But Cameron...
Through the Spider-Man.
At least Cameron, I don't know if you have as well, done a Pick 2 draft on our stream with Edge of Eternities.
No.
No.
No, you did...
No, wait, yes. No, sorry. A Pick 2 draft on our streams with Edge of Eternities.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
yes, I've done multiple Pick 2 drafts on stream.
Okay, so that is a format with 10 supported draft archetypes.
Yes.
Whereas with Through the Omenpaths, you've got 4 players at the table and 5 archetypes.
Yes.
And you can draft green-black. There's a green-black legendary rare, right? Like you could draft those 2 colors together, but they will not synergize as well as green-white or red-black or, you know.
Yeah,
Red-blue or...
Well, red-blue is also not one of the supported archetypes.
It's green-black. Or, sorry.
It's all the allied colors.
It's all the allied colors.
Yeah.
Red-black.
Yeah. And so it like I feel like there's less maneuvering room. Like you're just sort of, you know, once you pick your thing, you're just like, okay. Like once you get to mid pack, you're like, well, I'm in red black, so I just take whatever is red and black. Like you're not looking outside your pair.
Yeah, there's not enough fixing to be like, all right, now let's get dangerous.
Even though there's a cycle of fixing lands.
I feel like doing the Pick 2 drafts in the regular sets has the danger of you can get powerfully got by weird pack collation. Like, you know, when you open packs in the same box and you encounter the same flight of 4 commons multiple times in a row. If that happens in a Pick 2 draft, you might have an extremely bad time because, like, that implies... At least in my experience, Corey and I wound up both in Is It in the last paper Pick 2 draft we had because we both opened like the same signpost cards and wound up like fighting over it for at least like half the draft. And that's I don't know what to do with that. Right? I think that might just be bad beats, but it feels like that might be a more common experience when you try to do this in paper.
Well, I feel like also EOE was not designed for Pick 2.
Yeah. But I don't really know what designed for Pick 2 really translates.
I was going to mention that actually because we've been saying, you know, like Spider-Man was designed for Pick 2 draft. I don't think it was designed for Pick 2 draft. I think that the intention is to do it with Pick 2 because there's fewer cards and only 5 supported archetypes.
Yes, yeah.
But I guess only having 5 supported draft archetypes is the designed for. But like, again, the whole existence of this set and the development of this set has been weird. And I feel like it's not so much that they went in going, we're going to design a set.
This is what our vision is for it.
Yeah, that it's much more like, this isn't going to be a good 8-player draft experience. What do we do? How do we salvage this?
Yeah, because you do not want an 8-player draft experience where there's only 5 archetypes. You are going to have multiple people fighting over the same thing.
Well, we're going
to find out on Friday night.
It's funny because at time of recording, that's tonight.
Oh,
That's both of you are in that, right?
I'm not on this one.
Oh, okay.
No.
But you are.
I am.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I
I look forward to
how bad
finding
my
out.
deck is.
At the time that you're hearing this, that VOD should be up, or it will be up in a day or two. So see how that went. I'll be very curious to see.
Go into the comments and tell people I'm proud of Kathleen, even though she's doing so bad.
But like, yeah, I suppose designed the effects you want in a pick 2 draft would be clear signaling.
Yep.
And like a very kind of constrained, limited environment.
Which I guess we have.
Yeah, I suppose that's what pick 2 draft design reflects. I'm trying to think of the other sets that had it, like Commander Masters.
Yeah, I mean that was
Legends,
the
Commander Horizons.
Yeah, the Commander draft sets was 2 picks because
you had to make a commander deck. You had to come up with a 40 card deck. Like you had
or a 60 card deck.
A 60 card deck.
So that you needed more cards and you needed to make sure that
you had cards you could play.
And for your color identity and all that.
Right, yeah. Because instead of getting, I need 23 playables, I need 34 to 36 playables.
That was
right?
also the booster packs were larger and it was still 8 players.
Yes.
Whereas this is only 4.
So you just see less
players.
cards.
Yeah, I'll be curious because again, upcoming at time of recording is MagicCon Atlanta, and so I'll be curious if we have a window where it's possible because we're pretty busy all weekend. But if it's possible, I'll be curious to see if there's an opportunity to try a pick 2 draft at the con and see how see how people who don't do this don't do it for internet content feel about the pick 2 draft.
I bet you could get something going in Creator Central.
That's true. Sealed felt pretty normal.
Okay.
Like again, we say it's a smaller set, and it is. It's not like half the size. It's like 3/4 the size of a normal set.
Yeah.
I think.
And sets have been getting bigger, I feel. So
yeah.
Yeah, I feel that would lead to stronger feeling sealed decks.
Yeah, very. Yeah, I
with
feel
more consistency.
We played a game against Kenji and Sealed, and it was like amazing. Like I thought our Sealed was pretty good, and then we saw his, and it was like, oh, this is just better on every single metric.
Man, yeah, Cameron, you missed it by the time you came in. But like, who did we get our asses dusted by? Kenji, Ailey, LSV. Paul Cheon, like we got paired up against, a cavalcade of people, all of whom absolutely dusted us.
A few WotC employees,
Oh yeah, we got beaten by Hamster of the Coast.
Oh,
I don't know who Hamster of the Coast is, but you played very well.
He went for the eyes. They went for the eyes.
They did, yeah. So yeah, that was. But again, I had fun. Like the games were fun. I do. Reflecting again what we said last week, I lament that there's no flavor text. I know that you have to right click on the card to see it on Arena, but I lament that there is just none flavor text because I think this would have helped the creative team so much more sell what the heck is going on with these cards.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of cards that I do very much go like, oh, that's very cool, and there's other ones that I'm like,
what?
I wish I had more to go off here. Like
yes, yeah,
yeah.
Like the creative text team feels like they were given an enormous problem.
Yes,
and I think they actually did pretty well on it. But there are some cards where I just don't know. I don't get it, which is fine. I don't get everything. I'm a pretty slow guy.
Your age.
Yeah,
the things the children say things that you don't understand anymore. They're talking 1 minute it's all phlegm, and the next minute
I'm over here skibbity toileting.
I thought,
in 2026.
Yeah, I thought we were still skibbitying our toilets. What's wrong, children?
Yeah, getting ethered by a 9-year-old who's like, "You remember Skibbity Toilet?" was a watershed moment in my life where I realized that I was old. I was so old.
That was our daughter.
I was going to be the cool uncle who could relate to the kids.
You remember Skibbity Toilet? Why wouldn't I?
It wasn't that long ago.
It
now,
wasn't.
I will just say that a child has a very strange sense of time.
They do. They do.
Yeah.
Everything seems to take forever when you're a child.
So, yeah, no, my takeaway from this is, like, I wish there was more flavor text. I wish I knew what was going on. I wish, like, the set feels like it is a heroic effort was made to make it fit. And it fits, but it does not expand.
Ooh, what a good metaphor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it fits in, it sits flush, it's fine, but it does not expand or deepen the Magic universe, I feel, in a coherent way, other than there are a shockingly large number of people in the Magic multiverse who walk around with a spider on their head.
Yep. Yeah. It is.
Yep.
I did not know that about the Magic multiverse, but apparently it's not an uncommon thing to have a spider on your head.
On your head.
Yeah, Spider Gang, rise up, finally.
Yeah.
Our time is now. I'm not in the Spider Gang.
But I see what they're up to, and I am neutral towards them.
Yeah, I respect.
I respect the lack of itch that they must experience.
Yeah, the calm.
Yeah. And maybe I should try doing that at the bar. Just walk around with a spider on my head, and then nobody will try to talk to me.
It would certainly be a conversation starter.
I hope it would be a conversation ender.
Yeah, actually.
Really, in all,
maybe no one
a
would
conversation
approach
aborter.
There you go. Yeah, avoider. Just like
prophylactic.
Yeah, like
conversations.
I'm not going to talk to that guy.
Yeah. Certain things give off danger signals. Spiders are one of them.
Yeah.
A person with a spider?
Yeah. Let me tell you about some cards that I thought performed quite well in that they kicked our butt. Remarkable Readings. This is 3 and a white for a land enchantment. And when it enters, you make 3 citizens. And the enchanted land has, for 1 and tap, target creature you control gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each creature you control. Activate only as a sorcery.
I opened this in a sealed pool and wanted to play, but like the colors did not support this, and it looks great.
Cameron and I faced down someone with this.
Yeah. Luckily, we faced down somebody who did not have a trampler to give this to.
Ooh.
But watching a critter go from like a 1/2 to a 10/11.
Yep.
And then trundle in for the low cost of 2 tapped lands is dangerous.
Yeah. Also, just put this on a flyer. There's a decent amount of flyers in the set.
Oh, yeah.
This can end, like, for 4 mana, this can end a game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it can end a game that feels stable or that you are ahead on.
Yeah, big time.
Right? Like, if you get down below, I don't know, 8 life against a player on white who has gone wide, you can just die.
Yep. I also want to say that it's like actually pretty safe to put it on the land because I don't know if there's any land destruction in this.
No, there's a card that when it dies, you have to sacrifice a land, but you simply wouldn't sacrifice the land you've enchanted.
I wanted to say there was a Ghost Quarter in this, but that might have been a completely different set that might not have even come out this year.
There might be something, but not literally Ghost Quarter on the bonus sheet that interacts with lands, but it's definitely not actual Ghost Quarter, but I'm not sure what.
Yeah, for like literally, I think one of the safest places that you can put an enchantment these days is on a land. And so it's just very powerful.
I mean, that makes sense to me. I still think of Spider-Man as being like an introductory set. And getting your lands blown up is a real bad experience for a lot of new players.
Getting your enchantments blown up teaches you not to play enchantments.
Yeah.
Which is a thing that happened for many years in Magic, is that you had to make enchantments very good, and still people were like,
is there...
am I going to get blown out? But like throwing them on a land keeps them safe, I think.
Is there like a Naturalize in the set? Because we certainly never had one in our deck when we needed it.
No.
But I don't actually know if there is one.
There's one that there's like a green card that can destroy a creature with flying.
There's Selesnya Archivist?
Yeah, I wanted to say that there was like
it's a 3/3 for 4.
A Rex Age in this.
Yeah, 3/3 for Selesnya Archivist. 3 and a green for a 3/3 human citizen. When it enters, either return a card with mana value 4 or greater from your graveyard to your hand, or exile target artifact or enchantment. Okay, so there's that guy. That's how we're beating Remarkable Readings.
It's a green uncommon.
Yeah.
Don't love that.
We had an interesting conversation about Snatchback. So I wanted to talk about this just because I thought it was weird, and then I was explained very patiently by some good folks in chat, such as Pywo Dragon, why it was done like this, which makes sense. So, Snatchback, it's 1 and a blue for an instant. Kicker, 1 and a blue, return a non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If the spell was kicked, draw a card. So, this is exactly the same as Into the Royal and Blink of an Eye.
Mm-hmm.
I think
actually, Into the Royal does not have a kicker cost, I believe.
Doesn't it?
Maybe it does. Maybe
isn't it exactly the
have...
same? Into the Royal might be creature and not non-land permanent, but I'm not entirely sure. James, can you pull up Into the Royal and Blink of an Eye?
I'm so got on this.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, it is non-land permanent. And then Blink of an Eye is the same thing again, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, Blink the Eye. Yeah.
So
these are great cards.
Yeah, no, they're great. Okay, yeah, so they are functionally the same. These are functionally identical reprints, but with different names. And so my question was, because what is the Spider-Man version of this? Of Snatchback? It's just called Whoosh. So it's like, okay, sure. So you wanted to do, it's because there's like Whoosh and Thwip, and there's a variety of cards in the Spider-Man set of sort of like the various onomatopoeic comic book sound effects. So my question was,
why not just make this Into the Royal?
Then why in Through the Omenpaths, which is the explicitly in Magic thing, why is this a yet further different reprint? Why not just make this Into the Royal or Blink of an Eye when, like, you've got Shock, and Shock is just Shock, and then you reprinted it with the art from Kaladesh? Like, why, if you're going to change it anyway, why not just make this that?
That's a great question.
Thank you.
Yes.
I thought it was a good question, too. However, so here's the explanation. Because in extended format, in like some of the more eternal formats, the existence of Whoosh means that now you can have, say it's a singleton format. Say you're playing Brawl in paper, unlikely, I know, but say you're playing Brawl in paper, you can have Into the Royal, Blink of an Eye, and Whoosh. Well, not Brawl's a bad example because Brawl's only standard. The point is, in certain situations, you can have 3 functionally identical cards.
Right.
And so on Arena, if they reprinted one of the first 2 you only had the 2 options. So they had to give Arena a different third option. Oh. So now there are 3 options in paper and 3 options digitally that are Into the Royal, Blink of an Eye, and Whoosh or Snatchback.
Okay,
depending.
that makes
and I was
sense.
Like, oh, yep, that actually makes sense.
Because it's just Shock in the Spider-Man set, so they could do Shock in Omenpaths.
Exactly.
57 more to go, and you'll have a happy Cameron.
All right, so that does make sense now.
Yeah, so I thought that was interesting, and thanks to Pywo and the others for explaining that to me, because I was like, I don't get it, and now I get it. Cameron, you wanted to talk a little bit about Damning Caress?
Just for the artwork, without throwing any shade at the artist at all for this, Damning Caress looks like the most baked vampire ever, snapping into a gas station burrito at 2 a.m.
Like, it doesn't.
Nothing has ever tasted this good.
It doesn't read to you as of the expression of a vampire feasting on a human. It's the expression of someone who's like, oh yes, the beans and cheese.
Yeah. Like, I can hear the lip smack that occurred the instant before this, right? And you can also hear the gas station employee being like, ma'am, you have to pay for that before you eat that.
Yep.
Like, I have seen this exact facial expression on someone who has just unwrapped a Crunch Wrap Extreme.
Oh, man. Can I talk about another card that absolutely kicked our asses multiple times?
Oh, my God. Yeah, go ahead. There's so many.
Luis, Pompous Pillager. This card's messed up. X black for a 2/1 vampire villain with lifelink.
Oh, yeah. This card is disgusting.
Luis enters with X+1/+1 counters on him. When Luis enters, he deals X damage to target opponent.
And he's a lifelinker.
Yeah.
It's such a life swing.
Yeah. And all this time, I've been playing Exsanguinate like a moron, and it doesn't even come with a body.
Yeah. You could be playing Exsanguinate that leaves a giant lifelinker behind.
Yeah, it's like so good.
This card would be, I think this card would be okay if it was like X black for a 2/1, enters with X counters. When it enters, it deals X damage to target opponent and you gain X life, and did not itself also have lifelink.
Yeah, so
because the problem is it's like X is 4.
Yeah. Then they have a 6/5 lifelink, and they've just had an 8-point life swing on you.
Yes, but then they have this lifelinker sitting there afterwards, so they're going to get even further out of reach. It's backbreaking.
Yeah, and like I know Exsanguinate hits everyone at the table. Also, I just really like how this is a huge problem for us in Into the Omenpaths, but in Paper Magic, this is Morbius.
This isn't Morbius.
Isn't it
Morbius was the blue-black one.
Morbius is the 3/1 flyer.
I thought this was Morbius.
This is Morlun.
Devourer of... God, what?
Spider-Man.
Anyway, this guy's impossible to take seriously in Paper. So you're just like, yeah, sure, get your 8-point life swing and your 6/5 lifelinker.
Sure, you got Morlun, I guess.
Yeah, you got Morlun, okay.
Or Ixalan Vampire.
Yeah, or Luis. You see Luis and are like, oh, that was such a beating. I just got demolished by Luis. And people are like, yeah, man, that card is broken. And then you're like, and then he flopped something called Morlun, and people are like... Pfft.
And then everyone at the table pointed and laughed.
Yeah. Like, you sleeved that up? Disgusting.
Oh, man.
And that's the power of good localization.
Wrench is messed up. Wrench also did some damage against us. Speedway Saboteur from, I want to say, Avishkar here.
Yeah, this looks like an Avishkari bridge. Avishkari Speedway.
Yeah. So 3 black for a 2/3 human rogue villain. When Wrench enters, look at the top 9 cards of target opponent's library. Exile 2 of them face down. Put the rest on the bottom of their library, and you can play the exiled cards for as long as they remain exiled and spend any mana. So it's double Gonti. Like, Gonti is the top card, or is it... No, 1 card in the top 4?
1 card in the top 4.
So this is 2 cards in the top 9 for 1 more mana, but Wrench doesn't have lifelink. Or, sorry, Death Touch.
But then you can just play them forever.
Yeah, it's one of those cards that I mean, I'm sure Nelson's happy, but it feels really demoralizing.
Yep.
When it's like, but I wanted to draw the 2 best cards in my top 9.
Yeah, that's such a lot of your deck. We keep talking about all these black cards that destroyed us, and yet we had such bad luck with black.
Yeah, like we should have been playing these cards. Consider like
why were they bad for us but good for our opponents?
This is a question that I often struggle with, right? Like I flop Wrench and hit 2 lands, and then my opponent flops Wrench and hits my Wrench and another Wrench I didn't know I had. It's like,
you flop Wrench, and somehow they've got 9 lands on top.
Yeah, and the opponent's like, oh wow, thanks.
Yeah.
Cameron,
skill issue, I suppose.
How did we manage to lose the game where we had Bayo, Irritable Instructor? This is 1 red for a 2/3 flyer. You don't lose unspent red mana, and then whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you add a red mana, and when Bayo leaves the battlefield, you can pay X, and when you do, he deals X damage to a player. Our opponent was at 13, and we had like
the
15
precise
mana.
Mistake was that we swung with Bayo, allowing them to swing in. Because otherwise we could have blocked with Bayo.
And then paid.
No, there was some reason we couldn't. There was something that they did.
They weren't within lethal range when we had the option of blocking like one of their enormous guys with Bayo.
Okay.
Like they were at 13 or something, and we would have been able to like dome them for 10. And then we swung with Bayo.
I would have just
got them into Bayo range with the mana that we had.
Right, because we were going to bounce them somehow.
We were hoping to be able to bounce them. We definitely had
we had Snatchback.
Yeah, we had Snatchback, which would have been able to do it. But it was just one of those situations where the math didn't work out at any point quite in the game.
Curses.
enemy of dead is is perfect, right? You couldn't just take 10. You couldn't take 10 life off.
She's right, and she should
send him to 3,
and
then just deal with it. You were waiting to get him like, oh, now we can get him all at once.
Yeah.
And he should have just been like, whatever, right? Block with this guy, take you down.
We did have a good game where we had the Infernus, which is a 0/0 for 2 and a red. That gets +1/+1 for each mountain you control, and when it enters, you search for a mountain and put it into play, and when it leaves, you have to sacrifice a
land.
Yeah, any land. And Cameron and I had a deck with the Infernus, and Cameron, what was it? What's the name of the card? You were like, I'm that. It's like Phenomena Observer or something.
Yeah, it's Peter Parker's camera.
Yeah,
but it's the Phenomena Recorder.
That right. Yeah. And you're like, I'm technically a Phenomena Recorder.
Yeah, I've read Gödel, Escher, Bach. I happen to know for a fact that is the primary function of cognition, is to record phenomena.
Yeah. So
I'm going to cosplay it next time I go to a Magic Con. I'm going to be the Phenomena Recorder and just go as myself.
So we were able to use the Phenomena Recorder. It's a 1 mana for an artifact, and it enters with 3 film counters on it, displayed here in Through the Omenpaths as a Duskmorn. It's like a combination of a film camera and a Ghostbusters trap. And you pay 2 and tap and remove a film counter to copy target activated or triggered ability, and you can choose new targets for it if it has targets. So we copied the Infernus's first ability on enter, so we got to tutor for 2 mountains. And we made a very big Infernus. When it was eventually killed, we opted not to copy the one that would make us sacrifice lands.
Oh, cowards.
That's the kind of vision you can expect here with us.
Loading Ready runs so good at Magic.
Actually, something I do want to talk about, because there's a bunch of hybrid cards in the set, and it's easy to sort of forget, because I talked about the color pairs earlier, and so it's easy to sort of forget how those can go. In the Red-Black Mayhem deck, I think you definitely want to be looking at Mob Lookout.
I was going to mention Mob Lookout because it's technically a blue-black hybrid card, but it's so useful.
Yeah.
It's just a little 0/3, but it says when this creature enters, target creature you control connive. So you get a free connive, it can be it, and then you get a 1/4 blocker, which could be really useful. But you also might have something much more spicy that you'd rather connive.
Yeah, but also the connive interacts with Mayhem really well, because you just discard a non-land card, you get the counter on the thing, and the non-land card is Mayhem, and then you get to cast it.
Exactly.
So it interfaces really, really well.
So maybe for like 4 mana, you get a 1/4 blocker and something else, right? Like that's your worst case scenario, possibly.
You could also, hypothetically, in a blue-black deck, you could run, I want to say Kivni? Yeah, Kivni, Orb Weaver, who hard casts for black-red, but Mayhems for hybrid red-black.
Yeah.
So if you have enough connive, you could discard Kivni and just cast Kivni for a single black. It's a 2/1 menace. When Kivni enters, you may discard any card, and if you do, you put a +1/+1 counter on him, and so then he's would be a 3/2 with menace.
Yeah, there's a lot of Rakdos representation. You know what? There's more Ravnican representation on this than I thought there would be, honestly. And
we got Kivni and the other red-black card, Knife Trick.
Yeah, well, and then like there's the Selesnyan Archivist and stuff like that, and there's Jailbreak and a few other cards that are kind of set on Ravnica. But like, I think it works though, because like the Rakdos are Magic's most recognizable red-black group.
Yeah.
They have great distinctive costumes. They're fun. They are fun, I think, flavorfully to draw more than like some other like random people.
And they also
kind of go with the Mayhem villain
Yes,
theme.
Absolutely. They inhabit the Mayhem concept quite well.
Exactly.
Right? Like you look at any Rakdos card and are like, I know exactly what this guy's about.
Yeah, like this is like this. I don't know what card this is originally, but you look at this and you're like, this goes in any Ravnican set, right? Discard a card. It's worked with previous Rakdos abilities. 3 damage to target creature. Very Magic. right? If we looked at this, we'd look at that and go, yeah, magic card, which I think is great. It doesn't raise any like outside questions. It just fits nicely in that universe.
Honestly, I think this is because the upside or the Spider-Man version of this card is pumpkin bombs from the Hobgoblin.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Which I think you probably could have just called it a pumpkin bombardment.
Yeah.
Which I think you could have done like an Eldraine thing and just kept it as pumpkin bombardment. But anyway,
I don't know. Like the my only thing with Knife Trick is that I really feel that the what are these little devils called?
imps.
The cacklers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, should have been like had a balisong and a heavily bandaged forearm, and it's just like, no, I'll get it this time, right? It's over, under, ow.
The Civic Medic comes in and they're like, God.
Did you know anyone in high school with a balisong who was definitely going to get it?
No.
I don't know what a balisong is.
It's a butterfly knife.
Oh yes. Okay. Yeah, I did. Those are not legal here.
No.
And yet
We all know someone who had one.
I knew multiple people in high school who had them, and they would they'd spend all day going. They do all the flips and stuff. Hey,
Which we do not endorse.
No, don't learn knife tricks, kids.
I mean, I was in the stagecraft group, so like obviously it's like
you were hanging out with the knife trick kids.
yeah. It's like we're obliged to wear black all day. All right. Look, everyone loves Fleam. America loves Fleam, but I do want to give a shout out to King of the Cold Blood Curse. Because this guy's great. 2 green for a 5/5 lizard villain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, apparently, this is an Eldraine Lizzie, not a
It's like
Bloomborough Lizzie.
No, it's like a gecko of some kind. Really, Eldraine and not Bloomborough.
Yeah,
This is a cursed king, I believe. Right?
Right.
The Cold Blood Curse.
Right. Yeah.
That looks like a guy who was cursed.
I think
that does feel like a bad curse to have.
Cameron, we put this in a deck and never drew it, right? We had this guy.
Saw this.
We had some really good cards that we also put in decks and never drew, as I recall, because our games were over so quickly.
I mean, look at this guy, though. Do you really expect this guy to show up for work?
No.
I like how he's sitting and like he's like.
There you go. Yeah. The incredibly lizard mode. I played because I still had the login. I played a couple games off stream just to sort of try to get a handle on the format some more, and I had an interesting interaction with Druneth, who is making slivers, and like don't do that. Don't do that. Someone should stop Druneth, Reviver of the Hive, who is the card is Simic colors. I don't know. Do we think Druneth is Simic?
I don't think so.
I don't think.
There's no slivers on Ravnica yet.
Yeah. This also doesn't feel like a. Who are the Strixhaven?
Quandrix.
No, this doesn't feel like a Quandrix project.
If you look up what's her name? Rakura Morel. She is in Foundations. She is like the researcher who was referenced on like a bunch of sliver cards way back in the day. Rak Morel or whatever, how you say that name, research notes on old sliver cards that finally got a legendary that got a card in Foundations. And I think Druneth looks similar to her.
Okay.
So just like, I like to think Druneth and her are just, maybe they're in love and they're making poor decisions.
As you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
like my poor decisions when I'm in love do not really involve reviving the hive, but I get it.
But maybe your hot researcher girlfriend is really into slivers, and you do what you do for love.
Yeah, the heart wants what it wants.
Yeah,
which is to give all other slivers +1/+1.
The on Arena, the board, the like Through the Omenpaths battlefield is Druneth's lab, so it's full of
that's ominous.
It's full of like tubes full of slivers. Anyway, so Druneth is blue-green for a 1/1 human scientist villain that reads, or has trample also, but who cares? Whenever you cast a creature spell with mana value equal to Druneth's power, I'm going to repeat that because this is relevant to my story. When you cast a spell with mana value equal to Druneth's power, copy the spell, except the copy isn't legendary, and you put a +1/+1 counter on Druneth. So my opponent played Druneth, then played Fate Weaver, I believe it's called.
I just want to flop Druneth, cast Brainstorm, find an Impulse, and then draw into Archmage's Charm.
Creature spell, Cameron.
Man, why do they hate fun? Why do they hate fun?
So they play Druneth, and they play Fate Weaver, which is a single green mana for a 1/1 with Reach and Death Touch that says, pay 2 and sacrifice this creature, search your library for a Spider Hero card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. So they play the Fate Weaver, they get a second Fate Weaver. They sacrifice one of the Fate Weavers, and they go looking for... Hold up. I got to find out what this card is called.
Something with 2 power?
Argir Tidal Spinner. 2 and a blue for a 2/2 Spider Avatar Hero. When Argir enters, return up to 1 target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. So then they play Argir, and they bounce one of my creatures, and then nothing else happens. And then they hover over Argir, and they hover over Druneth, and they hover over Argir, and they hover over Druneth, and then they rope out. And
because
Argir
is
is
a
a 3
3
mana, not a 2 power.
Yes. And I believe what happened is that they thought that Druneth cared about the power of the creature compared to the power of Druneth, whereas it's the mana value of the creature compared to the power of Druneth.
Gonna name names on that one?
Nope. So it's not anybody I recognized. So yeah, I be aware that Druneth is the mana value of the creature compared to Druneth's power. But yeah, that was I mean I easily would have still lost that game if they hadn't left. But yeah, Druneth is if you can do it, Druneth is messed up. But I think in limited,
the sequencing is rough.
I think if you're in sealed and you open Druneth and Fate Weaver, then you probably have a shot, because you need a 1-drop to start Druneth growing.
Yes.
And that's tough.
Yeah, like the best 1-drop in the set is red.
Which was that?
Lacat.
Yeah.
The sack, and then sack it to draw.
Oh, yeah.
Discard a card, draw a card, so it enables mayhem, and you just draw another card.
There is another red 1-drop. Skittering Kitten is great. The other one, the Rizzler. What's Rizna? Rizna the Spider Crowned.
That's another Rakdos spider person.
Yeah, 1/2 Spider Human Hero. Whenever you attack with 2 or more spiders, you put a +1/+1 counter on Rizna, and whenever Rizna deals 4 or more damage, you get to exile the top card of your library, and until the end of your next turn you may play that card. I don't know how likely that is to happen.
Imagine you're Igor Kristich, and you've submitted this, and they're like, we might hang on to this for a future set. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, we're going to be using this artwork.
Can you art a little spider on her head?
Yeah, can you paint a spider on her head?
Yeah,
sure, man. Your art.
I think all of the human spider heroes were probably commissioned specifically for this.
Probably.
But
yeah,
I do love this beautiful. This is a great Ravnica skyline.
Yeah,
we don't often get a view like this.
No, yeah, this is really great artwork.
Yeah, I think maybe this is probably the view from Judith Club's the Hellbender.
Yeah.
The 10th district. You can see various Ravnica bodies, and you can see way off the distance where the mist is coming down and it's clearly raining in the background and it smells worse and there's a swamp. That's the 6th district.
Yep. Yeah, that's us,
way
baby.
off in the back corner.
Yep.
In fact, actually, yeah, I think generally you should not play Druneth in limited. The options in the set are Fate Weaver, Skittering Kitten, Rizna, Murata Neuron Hacker, Zora Spider Fancier, and the Pigeon.
I mean...
So that's not a lot of options.
And only, 2 of them are actually in in Drunith colors.
In your colors, you got Fate Weaver and Murata.
Yeah.
So
and Slim Pickens.
Yeah.
But in Constructed, I think that card's going to be an incredible banger. I can't wait to see someone do what's the actual card name? The paper version?
The Spider-Man one? They're both actual cards, kind of.
Okay. Sorry. What is Drunith's...
I do not remember.
What is Drunith's government name?
I don't... James, could you help us out here? I don't know.
Jackal genius
it's
scientist.
Jackal.
Genius geneticist. That makes sense.
Professor Miles Warren, any problem needs is a lot of clones and not a lot of ethics. That tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my thought is, maybe somebody who's better at brewing than me can make a Jackal Genius Geneticist deck or a Drunith deck with slivers.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think, honestly, despite our record on the day, I had a lot of fun with the set. Mm-hmm. Legitimately, I probably will play Sealed a lot when it comes out. I don't love how little time you get to spend with your deck on the pick 2 draft, nor do I love the breakpoint between 2 wins and 3 wins.
Or 3 wins and 4 wins.
It's 2 and 3 is the jump from 250 gems to 1,000 gems. What? I thought
it was 4.
No. It's 4 because the 4 is the most you can get.
Yeah. 4 is what, 1,400?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 1,400.
Okay. Completely misheard.
Yeah, 250 or 50, 250, 1,000, 1,400.
Yeah, that's a brutal breakpoint.
Yeah,
I agree with you there. That feels like that should be in a higher stakes queue.
Yeah,
like
one of
the day 2 queues.
Yeah,
not the day 2 ones, but the ones that lead to the day.
Yeah,
yeah.
So I don't know how much of those I'll be doing necessarily, but I also there's some of the cards in the set that I mean, it'll be some years yet, but I really hope we get to see printed in paper in Mystery Booster 3.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. Fleam is definitely on deck for Misty.
Fleam is going to show up in a Misty Boosty. Hey, you're going to be at Atlanta, right? Magic on Atlanta?
Yeah.
Over under on Fleam showing up in the Unknown event?
Oh, I don't know how much in advance Gavin does those. It's possible that he could emergency Fleam.
Yeah,
Pull the Fleam lever.
Break glass in case of Fleam. Yeah, I could see that.
Speaking of which, since we've been going for almost an hour now,
you
want to talk about MagicCon Atlanta real quick?
Yeah, real quick. We are going to be at MagicCon Atlanta, and by we, I mean myself and Corey and Serge and Wheeler and Ben. And we have a panel on Friday and a meet and greet. Also on Friday. On Saturday, we're hosting a Chaos Draft, and we have another meet and greet. And then on Sunday, we are also hosting a Chaos Draft. I hope I get to do one of the Unknown events. Actually, now that I think about the tightness of our schedule, but please do come and say hi, and we very much hope to see you there. I've never been to Atlanta. I hear the aquarium is very nice.
I assume you're just going to be eating extremely regional barbecue.
I hope so.
The entire time?
Getting screamed at by Voxy.
Regional barbecue is my favorite. I hope so, too.
Cutting her in drafts.
Regional barbecue is my favorite kind.
Maybe the peaches are still in season?
No.
No?
I wouldn't think so.
Probably not.
End of September?
Yeah, but they're a lot more south than we are.
Wouldn't they ripen earlier?
Certainly they would, yeah. No.
I'm sure there's endless peach-flavored confections at the airport gift shop.
Yes. Bring us back some Georgia peach goodies.
Will do. But until then, that'll be it for Tap Tap. So reminder, of course, Card Kingdom. Check out cardkingdom.com/LRR and get your Spider-Mans in lieu of Omenpaths. LRRMTG 5 for 5% discount off Dragon Shield. And as always, everything we do is brought to you by you, either on our Patreon or becoming a member of this YouTube channel. And if you just listen to the podcasts, hey, that's cool too. Hello. Nice to have you listening. Until next time, though, I have been Graham, joined by Kathleen.
That was me.
And Cameron.
Huh?
James is on tech. Heather gets these online. Thank you all so much for watching. Talk to you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.